Hi everybody, welcome to today's practice. This practice is really focusing on grounding, so this is great if you're feeling a bit stressed, a bit anxious, a bit overwhelmed. It's just a really good way of grounding yourself in the moment. So let's begin in a comfortable seat, either cross-legged, on your knees, whichever feels good for you. Sit up nice and tall. Allow your hands to rest on your knees or in your lap. And then close down your eyes. Let's just take the next few moments to land here on our mats. Allowing your breath to come naturally. And just taking the next few moments just to be in the present. So feeling the earth underneath you, holding you up. As always, when you come to stillness, your thoughts will start to pop up. Allow them to come without judgment. Just bringing your attention back to your breath. Just take a couple more breaths deep into your belly now. When you're ready, opening up your eyes. Okay, as you breathe in, raising your arms up to the sky. And then as you exhale, pushing your hands back down through the air, back to the earth. Breathing in, arms out and up, really grounding down through your seat bones, at the same time reaching up, exhaling back down. One more, breathing in, reaching up, exhaling, hands back down by your sides. Place your palms on the earth. Interlace your fingers now, but behind your back. And then just draw your fist down your spine, opening up through the front of your chest. You can take a slight back bend here if that feels good for you, lifting your chin up to the sky. Good. And release. And then roll over your knees, coming to tabletop. So bringing your knees and your thighs together, and then sinking your hips back towards your heels, bringing your forehead either to the mat or just placing them on top of your hands, making a little pillow with your hands. And we're just going to come to child's pose. So again, just feeling the earth underneath you, supporting you. Coming back to your breath. There's nowhere else you need to be right now. Thinking about being on your mat. Feeling the ground underneath your shins, your feet, your elbows. Not thinking about what has come before. And not what is going to come next. Let's take a rounder breath here in child's pose, breathing in through your belly. Then exhaling it out. Good, slowly pushing yourself back up. Come to tabletop, wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. And let's just work through some cat-cows now. So dropping your belly for cow pose, lifting your chest and your chin. And then as you exhale, rounding your spine, bringing your chin to your chest for cat. Inhaling for cow, dropping your belly, shining your chest forward. Exhaling for cat, pushing the ground away from you, pulling your belly button in. One more round, breathing in for cow. Exhaling for cat. Good. Coming back to a neutral spine. Tucking your toes now, lifting your knees, and then lifting your hips up and back for downward facing dog. So taking a moment here, bending one knee, then the other, walking out your dog, warming your hips up. And then spreading your fingers wide on the mat, gripping through your fingertips, grounding your hands down, drawing your belly towards your thighs. Let's take a few rounds of breath here in stillness, in downward facing dog. Any thoughts that arise, just come back to your breath. Okay, stepping your feet up towards the top of the mat now, so you can take little steps, big steps, tiptoe, just bring them to the top of the mat, roughly between your hands. Taking a deep bend in your knee just to protect your lower back. Let your head hang, let your arms hang, and then we're going to slowly come all the way up to stand. So imagine you're stacking your vertebra one on top of the other. Your shoulders, neck and head coming up last. Slowly, slowly coming all the way up to stand. When you get there, lift your shoulders up and down a few times, lifting them forwards, up and back. Good. Come to mountain, so feet roughly hip distance apart, arms alongside your body, palms facing forward. Thinking about having your head over your heart over your pelvis. And then ground down through all four corners of your feet. Really drawing attention to that feeling of your feet meeting the earth and then the earth meeting your feet. Taking a moment to focus on the sensation of the breath coming in and out. Good. Taking a deep bend in your knees now, sinking your hips down and back, raising your arms up to the sky as we come to chair pose. Good. You should just be able to see your toes peeking in front of your knees. So really sink your hips back into your heels. You should just be able to lift your toes. Round of breath here in chair, breathing in and out. Good, breathing in, straightening your legs, coming to stand. And then as you exhale, releasing your arms down by your sides. Good. Hands on your waist now, taking a bend in your left leg and then stepping your right foot back. And we're going to come to high lunge. So if you need to widen your stance here by moving your left foot out, please do so. Keeping your left knee over your left ankle. Raising your arms up to the sky for high lunge. You can drop your knee here if you wish. Good, couple of breaths here in high lunge. Again, bringing that attention to the ground underneath your feet. Good, keeping your arms raised up to the sky, or you can bring them down to your waist. Just bring your weight ever so slightly forward into your left foot and then just hop your right foot forward a fraction and then turn it out to a 45-degree angle. I'm going to come into warrior one now. Arms up or on your waist. Keeping your hips square to the front of the mat. Thinking about grounding down again, coming back to your breath. If it feels sticky, breathing into it. Good. Bringing your hands behind your back now, interlacing your fingers once more, drawing your fist down your spine, down your back, lifting your chest up to the sky. Good, releasing your hands. Hands on your waist, taking a deep bend in both your legs and then stepping your right leg up to meet your left. Just shake out your left foot if you need to. And let's do that on the other side. So taking a bend in your right leg now, stepping your left foot back for high lunge. Again, widening your stance if you need to. Lifting your arms up to the sky, breathing in and out. As you breathe in, think about reaching your arms up. So from your waist up, all the way up to your fingertips, thinking about reaching up and then your hips grounding down. Final breath. And out. Hands onto your waist, just stepping your left foot in a fraction, turning it to 45 degree. Arms up again for warrior one. Arms behind your back, interlacing your fingers and then drawing that fist down your lower back. Shining your chest up to the sky, feeling a stretch across your collarbones. Round of breath. Good. Hands to your waist, taking a deep bend in both your knees, stepping your left foot up to meet your right. Just coming back to mountain just for a moment. Step to face the side of your mat now, so the long side of your mat. Feet about 3 to 4 feet apart. Okay. Turning your left toes to face the top of your mat. Taking a bend in your left knee. Arms up and out at shoulder height. Gaze over your left fingertips for warrior two. Bring your attention to how this pose feels rather than what it looks like. Making sure that you've got equal weight in both your feet now. Good. Bringing your hands behind your back, interlacing your fingers, drawing your fist down your spine. Breathing in. As you breathe out, we're going to start to tip our torso forwards, coming into humble warrior. So lifting your arms up and back behind you, drawing your chest down towards the ground. Good. Slowly coming all the way back up. Good. Releasing your hands, coming back to warrior two. Then straightening your left leg, turning your left toes to the front of the mat, and then turning your right toes to the back of the mat this time, bending your right knee, gaze over your right fingertips for warrior two. Right knee towards right little toes. Good. Arms behind your back. Interlacing your fingers, drawing that fist down your lower back, stretching open your chest. Breathing in. As you breathe out, slowly start to tip your torso forwards, bringing your chest down towards your right leg. Fists up and back. Humble warrior. Good. Slowly bringing yourself back up. Drawing your fist down your back, releasing your hands, warrior two. Straightening your right leg, turning your right toes to the front of the mat, releasing your hands down to your waist. And then heel toeing your feet back together so they're hip distance apart. Hands in front of your heart, close down your eyes. And let's just take a moment to catch our breath. keeping your hands where they are if you wish. Bring all the weight into your left foot and then slowly peel your right toes off the mat. And then bring the right sole of your foot either to the inside of your thigh, your calf, or bring your toes to the ground and then let your heel rest against your left ankle. So whatever's feeling good for you today and however your balance is feeling. So pushing the sole of your foot into your leg and then pushing your leg back into your foot. So you're engaging this left leg. Hands in front of your heart. Finding a spot in front of you that's unmoving to keep your focus, keep your balance. As we take some deep breaths here in tree pose. Really grounding down through that left leg, that left foot. The balancing poses are very good for grounding. Because you're so busy thinking about not falling over that you can't think about much else. So they're a super thing to do if you're just feeling a little bit stressed and you need to just come back to the moment. Good. Breathing in. As you breathe out, releasing your right foot to the ground. Coming over onto the right now. Raising your left leg up, left foot onto your right thigh, calf, or onto your ankle. Hands in front of your heart. Up nice and tall, grounding down through your right foot, right leg. Finding that spot in front of you to keep your focus. Breathing deep here in tree pose. If you fall, just take a moment, come back. All the great trees swing in the wind, but they're still grounded. So just take a breath and come back to it when you're ready. Good, breathing in. As you breathe out, releasing your hands and your feet back round to the earth. Good, if you're not already, come to face the top of your mat. Take a deep breath in, swing your arms out and up. Bring them to touch above your head. And then as you exhale, fold forward from your hips, coming to a forward fold. Planting your hands on the mat, step both feet back for downward facing dog. And then dropping your knees to the mat. Again, keeping your knees and your thighs together. Or this time you can keep your big toes touching and spread your knees as wide as the yoga mat. And then sinking your hips back towards your heels, forehead to the mat, all your hands coming into child's pose. Good. Slowly bring yourself back upright. Drawing your knees back together if you had them apart. And then swinging your legs out from underneath you. Come to sit with your legs out in front of you. So keeping your feet active, so toes pointing up to the sky. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. And then as you exhale, hinging forward from your hips, leading with your tummy, keeping your chest lifted. Come to a seated forward fold. As you breathe in, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, see if you can fold a little bit deeper. A bend in your knees is perfectly fine. Good. One last round of breath. Good. Slowly walking yourself back up. And then bending your knees, planting your feet on the mat. Just shifting yourself forward and then come to lay on your back. When you get there, drawing your knees into your chest, wrapping your arms around your knees, giving yourself a little hug. And just slowly take some movement, rocking from side to side. And then when you're ready, let your legs go long on the mat, feet falling out to the side. Arms alongside your body, palms facing up, closing down your eyes. Allowing your breath to come naturally now. Letting all the muscles in your body relax. The earth underneath you has got you. It's supporting you. It's holding you up. You have got nowhere else to be for the next few moments. Just relaxing, calming back to your breath as we relax in Shavasana for the next couple of minutes. Start to bring some movement back to your fingers and your toes just by giving them a wiggle. Take a deep breath in, reaching your arms up overhead, pointing your toes, giving yourself a big stretch. And then as you breathe out, bring your knees into your chest, wrapping your arms around your shins, giving yourself one last final hug. Then gently roll over onto your side. And then using your hands on the earth, slowly pushing yourself back up to a seated position. Once you get there, close down your eyes, sit up nice and tall, grounding your seat bones down into your mat. Just remembering them when things get a bit much, when things are overwhelming, stressful, you can always come back to your breath. Your breath is always here. It's always got your back, as is the ground underneath you. Focusing on grounding down through all four corners of your feet and taking a few rounds of deep breath can do wonders. So with that in mind, ground down through your seat bones, sinking your hips down towards the earth, lengthening up through your spine. Let's take one final round of breath together, breathing in through your nose, exhaling it out. When you're ready, opening your eyes. Thank you so much for practicing with me today, and I hope to see you again soon.